Greetings and welcome to Dianne's Certified High Performance Coaching Training Series in support of Dianne's CHPC Recertified Project 2017. This project is an online fundraising crowdfunding campaign hosted on Generosity by Indiegogo, and it was started to help me raise the funds I'll need to renew my recertification as a Certified High Performance Coach in June. The campaign is running through May 26th, so if you hadn't had an opportunity to learn more about it, please click on the link below. Now, today's high performance pillar is energy. As I'd mentioned in a previous video, we are going to be exploring the 5 pillars of high performance: clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence in this series. So we're going to do energy today. And energy, I kind of made an acronym out of, and so it's N as in nutrition, or for nutrition, R as in rest and reflection, and G as in go, meaning exercise, move that body, and gratitude. Now, when I think of energy, I think of a life force. I think of it as a life force. It's something that we use to help to produce the outcomes that we want in our daily lives. I remember from science class that there were 2 types of energy: potential energy and kinetic energy, or what you may call a dormant energy and an active energy. And one of the things about energy is that each of them really do play a part in how we are using the energy that we produce, or we have the potential to produce. So we have either the option to generate good energy, or the energy that we need to get to the outcomes we're looking in our life. And if we have some kinds of habits and things that we are not that crazy about, we need to de-energy or degenerate some of that energy so that we can as well get to the outcomes that we need. Now, when we consider the role of energy in the lives of high performers, we do realize that there's an action involved. So there's something that you have to do to stop doing certain things that you know aren't working for you and start do certain things that you know you need to do. In CHPC, we know that there are 3 areas of our lives where energy shows up the most, and those energies are in diet and nutrition, rest and exercise, and daily energizing. So when I ask you, how energetic have you felt, both mentally and physically, in the recent, I don't know, few days, few weeks? I mean, what first comes to mind? Are you thinking, oh gosh, when I think about energy, I want to go to sleep because I don't have as much as I need to? Or are you revved up? Does it pump you up and make you really excited, perhaps maybe to go to that new exercise class at your local gym? Or do you think about how lethargic and tired and uninspired you're feeling? Or are you alert and vivacious? You know, there's lots of statistics these days about the role of stress and how it's affecting our lives every day, mentally and physically. And when you are not energized on the levels that you need to, it shows up in your life, as you all know that. So we really, as we know, have to develop practices, healthy practices, so that we are able to capitalize on every moment of our lives in a way that is meaningful and leads to growth. Now, of course, I am no medical doctor, so certainly if you already know that there's some challenges that you're having health-wise that are causing you, you know, on a very serious level to not be as mentally and physically well as you know you need to be, then you know what you need to do to address that. But there are a few things that you can do right now to help amp up your levels of energy. And those are, again, those 3 areas around diet and nutrition, rest and exercise, and daily energizing. And one of those things in terms of diet and nutrition is just taking a look at what you're eating every day. I realized some time ago that you can actually develop allergies from eating the same foods possibly, or maybe some different foods that you used to be able to eat and maybe you didn't have it for a long time, and you ate it, you started to eat it again, you were having some reactions, and those reactions can be you know, showing up as skin issues or digestive issues. So if you're finding, a lot of times we're not even thinking about that. We're like, well, we've been eating this cottage cheese for years now. Why is it giving me a problem? So that may be something that you need to look at. Another area, certainly, for you to take a look at is to make sure that you're moving more, and certainly moving outside. I mean, if you have an opportunity to work out outside, whether it's gardening or, actually taking a nice brisk walk in the sun, you would be amazed at how it'll boost those serotonin levels and your levels of immunity in your body. And the other thing really is to think about being more present with the people in your life. And whether those are coworkers or your family members, a lot of us, we kind of just give the gratuitous, hey, how you doing, when we see people, but we don't really take the time to sit or, take a moment to stand and look in their eyes and really see how, and show them they're really concerned about how they're doing and whether they really are doing well. We are so connected to our gadgets and, our phones and all of this, that we can walk by somebody and say, hey, how you doing? And not even look in their eyes and keep it moving. And certainly because we're taking these things, gadgets around with us all the time. And I hope you're not one of those people who take it, if you're going to the movies with your friends or to dinner or something like that, and you got your head in the phone instead of having conversation, don't do that. I'm sure they'll be so grateful if you stop doing that and give them the undivided attention that they deserve. Now, I know all these ideas have one thing in common, okay? They're really about designing your life in a way that you are able to be more engaged mentally and more engaged emotionally and more engaged physically, so that you can activate the renewable energy that you need in your life and deactivate the energy that is breaking you down. Now, this may all be common knowledge, I know, but we all know that common knowledge is not common practice. And as I mentioned in my clarity video, we really need to focus more on creating the practices around so that we can get to the outcomes that we want to get to. So, high performer, I have a challenge for you. I challenge you to adapt one new habit or practice from each of the areas of energy that we just talked about today to help boost your outcomes in your physical, mental life. So one in the area of diet and nutrition, one in the area of rest and exercise, and one in the area of daily energizing. And I'm going to take this challenge on along with you. So this is what I'm committing to do. First of all, going to commit to drinking 8 more ounces of water every day. I've got my water bottle right here. And I do drink water on a regular basis. I don't do a lot of sweet drinks, but I think we could all drink more water. So I'm going to commit to doing that. I'm also going to commit to going to bed at least 30 minutes earlier every night, because I tend to be a night owl, and it's, I know, not a good thing. I certainly do not get 8 hours of sleep every night, so I need to at least move in the direction of doing that. The other thing is to do about 5 minutes a night or 5 minutes a day of meditation. That's something that I used to do a lot of as well, but I got busy and got away from it. But I think just quiet reflection or mindfulness, as you may have heard the term used, is a really good way to get re-centered and re-energized. And also, I do it anyway, but I want to do it in a more focused manner, is just being thankful and giving gratitude to the universe for the life that I have. We all have things that we wish could be better, but we do need to take the time to be grateful for what we have. And especially as we're talking about gratitude, being more thankful for the people that we have around us. So I'm going to be focused on making a list that I need to send of people that I need to send a little note to, maybe a thank you email or a text, just an appreciation for them being in my life. So let's make this fun. I hope you're willing to participate with me and take on that challenge and share what comes up for you, or share some of the new habits and practices that you'll be adapting in the comments below, because I think it'll be helpful for other people to see as well. So until next time, we'll meet back and talk about what we've come up with and how it's all worked out for us. Please have a great week, and thank you so much for participating.